Hello friends! Today we're getting straight into the painting. I'm so excited to bring you this video because this is the first time I paint myself, besides painting my eye before, but I feel like this one counts a little bit more. So yeah, I'm painting myself today for the very first time and I'm really excited. You could see that I avoided painting my face because that is still a little too scary for me, but one day guys, I will make it. I will do a self-portrait. But I have already sketched and primed this canvas. I did it off camera, but as you can see, I used the grid method, and yeah, I'm just starting off with all my darks here. To talk a little bit more about my process, I took a bunch of pictures. I hung up a dark fabric in my bathroom because my bathroom has amazing lighting. And so I took these reference photos in my bathroom. So guys, wherever it is you need to take your pictures, do it. But yeah, I really wanted to capture beauty and elegance, and I was sent over these beautiful rings by Ana Luisa, who I will talk a little bit more about in a little bit, but they definitely brought that element of elegance into my photos. And I took lots of poses for this painting, and I'm really happy that I got this one because it's really special and I'm really happy that I'm getting to paint it. As I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. Thank you so much for sending me these beautiful rings. I'm so excited to share them here with you. The first one that I got is called Rope Slim, and this is like the classic ring. I'm so happy that I got my hands on it. It's so beautiful, and I feel like it really is a staple. And then I got another one here. This one is called Jones. It's a little bit more simple and dainty, and I love it. These little tiny pieces make all the difference. And my last one here, I got Wander. It's an adjustable ring, which I love because then I can place it on pretty much any finger that I want just by adjusting the ring. The great thing about Ana Luisa is that they sell all types of jewelry in recycled silver and gold to reduce their environmental impact, and they've also been carbon neutral since 2020, which is really awesome. And they also use all recyclable packaging when they send you these beautiful pieces. I think this is really great for someone who cares a lot about sustainability, which I'm always trying to make the switch. So I think this is an amazing brand to support if you're looking into getting beautiful jewelry pieces, maybe for Mother's Day or maybe just to treat yourself. I'll leave my link down in the description box for you to check out Ana Luisa. Thank you again, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring today's video, and now we're back to the painting. So for this painting, I was nervous about two things. So one of them was the shirt because it had lace in it and I had no idea how I was going to paint lace, but it kind of worked out. I played with the texture of the canvas and I really love how it came out. It came out looking effortless, I hope, and very natural. I can't wait for you guys to see like the final touches of the lace and how it looks, but yeah, that was one of the main things. And then the other one was the shadow on my chest that my hand was making. There were so many different colors within this shadow and different shapes in tiny little crevices, and Oh, I was really nervous about that one, and I think at the end I made it look really good. It looks like the hand is kind of floating on my chest, not fully flat, and I'm really glad that I was able to make that happen. But yeah, that was definitely one of my challenges for this painting. I just wanted to share the challenges I had in this painting with you guys because I love being super transparent with my process. I think that it helps a lot of you out and you guys seem to really appreciate it, so I'm really glad that you do, and I want to keep doing that for sure. One of my latest videos, I shared that I joined the Evolve program, and I feel so lucky and excited to be doing that. I guess because I'm talking about transparency, I just wanted to add that I have been talking about being self-taught this entire time and how all of my improvements have come from me, and that is still 100% true. A big part of sharing my journey is to share that you can be self-taught and become an amazing painter. And when I say self-taught, I don't mean sitting in a room and playing with paint and hoping for the best. What I mean by self-taught is to do your own research, give yourself the assignments and exercises to study color theory, values, everything that it is that you need to know, instead of it being structured by somebody else. And that's what self-taught is for me. I did not do all of this by myself. I follow amazing artists on Instagram and on YouTube that have taught me so much that honestly I don't think I'd be where I am today if I wouldn't have gained their wisdom and their knowledge. Yeah, it truly is amazing being inspired by others. And I feel so lucky to have gotten this opportunity with Evolve to further grow and really dive down and learn all the fundamentals. I guess I just wanted to share that because I didn't want to give off the impression that I say I'm self-taught, but I'm doing things behind the scenes. Like I want to be super transparent with you guys so that you can feel like you can do the same, because I really think that it is possible. As some of you may know, I started a new series called Chat With Me. I usually post it on Thursdays, and so maybe this would be a cool topic to talk about, being self-taught and what that means, and maybe some really great resources. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, definitely let me know, or maybe if you have any questions, you can let me know down in the comments, and then I can include them in the video. So I'm finally bringing in the rings into this painting and starting to create the shadows that are on the sides and underneath the rings. I definitely spent the most time on the hand because I did want this to be the focus point of the painting, and the hands were really complex. There are lots of hidden shadows and colors to create the fingers, and oh geez, these nails were probably the hardest part. I had no idea how to paint nails. I had no nail polish on, so I feel like that would have been easier if I did, but yeah, I played around with these nails a lot. Here I just wanted to deepen that shadow a little bit more that's underneath my chin and my neck to really help create that contrast and really make the side of my neck that is hitting the light really pop a lot more. And I feel like it helped a lot, so I'm really glad that I made that decision at the very end. Okay, so we finally made it back to the shirt. I wanted to clean it up a little bit because I liked how it looked, but it did look a little messy. This is a tip that I like to use a lot. I flip my canvas to help me really push the paint up towards the line that I'm trying to create, and it makes it a lot smoother than trying to be all awkward with your hand and then making your lines very wobbly. So what I did here was I filled in the shirt with burnt umber and ultramarine, which is my black, and then I used a towel to wipe away the areas that there was lace, and then I played around with the canvas texture to make it look like the texture of the canvas was the lace itself. And here we are signing the painting. I am so excited that I did this painting, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really had an amazing time, and honestly, it inspired me to do a lot more originals. Don't forget to check out Ana Luisa. I'll leave the link down in my description box. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you here very soon.